almost never wake up hungry, but now that I've been running for 2.5 hours, oh man, my stomach is hungry. That's what my stomach is doing right now. Today, I am giving you my full performance review of the Altra Torin 6. Altra Torin 6 in that beautiful blue colorway. Yes, I have matching smart wool socks because it is cold today. Temperature is about 15 or so degrees Fahrenheit. That's why I need these socks. Whew, keep my feet dry and comfortable in these shoes. Okay, let's move on with the video. Appreciate you being here today with me. If you're not subscribed, please click that subscribe button. I would appreciate it. If you're already subscribed, thank you. All right, so what's your honest opinion of Altra? Let me know in the comments. Do you feel that Ultras are a shoe that you should run in every day? Just have part of your rotation? Yeah, what do you think? Zero drop, foot shaped shoes. What's your opinion? Down in the comments. So I'm almost at mile 17 of my 20-mile long run for today. Put in the Torin 6 shoes at 185 miles. We're gonna be talking about the build, the comfort, the performance, and the value of this shoe. You know, I'm running on this concrete path, runs all the way around my hometown here, and I guess that kind of means this is a trail talk video as well. Insert sound effects. Trail talk. Okay, on with the review. Voiceover Chad, why don't you tell us about the specs of the Altra Torin 6?
The Altra Torin 6 is designed to be your everyday road shoe with its standard foot shape fit that Altra is famous for. Coming in at 280 grams or 9.9 ounces. It also features the Ego Max midsole foam, 28 millimeters of stack for 0 millimeter drop, jacquard knit mesh upper, molded heel collar, foot pod outsole, and a US MSRP of $150. Back to you, Chad.
Whew, almost slipped there. Okay, thanks voiceover Chad.
You're very welcome.
You're very
welcome,
Chad. So let's talk about the build. Starting with the upper, I really like the choice of materials. Altra, it's really comfortable on the upper, and I feel like the materials are just a good choice. Yeah, not sure what else to say about that. The upper material is fairly adaptable to your foot, flexible, no pinching or hot spots, just all in all really comfortable. I really like the slightly stretchy laces. Those are nice. And there's one part of the laces, as you can see here in the B-roll, where there's like a strap that goes down in like an A shape along the medial and lateral side, and it just helps provide a good snug fit around your foot. So I found it to be a nice secure hold, but it was also very comfortable across the sides and the top of my foot. Moving to the back of the shoe, I really like the heel. It just feels secure. It holds my heel in place. It's slightly molded to fit your heel very well. And then the padding around the Achilles and ankle is just really nice. There's a fair amount of padding, not a ton, but a fair amount, keeping it nice and comfortable. The materials are really soft. And then you have that flare, that heel flare along the back, so there's absolutely no interference on your Achilles. It's just super comfortable back there. It's really nice. So good choice of materials, nice and comfortable, an adaptive upper that feels secure, and a good choice of that mesh upper as well. Fairly breathable, just really nice. All in all choices on the materials. The midsole build is nothing really too inspiring, pretty basic, zero drop slab of foam. I'll share some more thoughts on the performance of the midsole here in a moment. And lastly, the outsole, The build of that outsole is really nice. Seems to be lasting a long time. It's grippy, no complaints, so good choice of rubber. You get a fair amount of coverage, but not too much, so it helps keep the weight down. Good choice there, really good choice. So out of 10 points, how do I score the build? I would put it 8, maybe 8.5 out of 10. That's a pretty good score. As for the comfort of the shoe, I already mentioned it, kind of alluded to it. Comfort is very nice. I love the upper. It's very comfortable around the ankle and the heel. Good padding, good materials, nice and comfortable across the top of my foot. The tongue is lightly padded and a really good choice of materials. However, I have a gripe. Altra, you rubbed my foot raw right here on my low-cut socks. So the tongue is comfortable, but the tip of that tongue is just a little too long. I think one area of improvement would be to make the tongue more of a butterfly style, similar to like the Skechers Razor 4 tongue, which is similarly padded, but the way it flares out on the side a little more and doesn't come up here across the top. I think that's one area that could have been improved to make this tongue even better. Other than that, across the top of my foot is pretty comfortable. Just don't like that and the end of the tongue digging into my ankle there. Kind of hurt a little bit. So if you're wearing long socks, it's probably not an issue, but if you're wearing a low cut or no show sock, might be an issue. Now, what about comfort of the foot itself, underfoot? So I really like the wide toe box. Just feels really nice for the toes to give them a chance to splay out and relax in their more natural position. There's not much of arch support, but I don't think if you're buying an Altra, you're looking for a high arch shoe. Comfort of the midsole is sufficient, I suppose. It's there, but I think there's some room for improvement there. More on that when I talk about the performance of the shoe. But I do feel that my foot plants nice and flat on the ground. I feel stable. Don't feel like it's gonna wobble side to side or anything like that. So comfort all in all is pretty good. I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. So now on to the performance of the shoe. I have mixed emotions about the performance of the shoe. You know, I think the word that keeps coming to mind is lackluster. It's just a basic daily trainer, in my opinion. It's a good shoe, but it's not really very inspiring. You're not gonna be setting any PRs or anything like that in this shoe. It's just best suited, in my opinion, for those daily miles, the easy miles, maybe the occasional long run, but that's about it. If you're feeling really good and you want to pick up the pace, I hope you have a different shoe on, because it's just, I don't know, lackluster. And I think the reason all comes down to the midsole. The upper is great, the outsole rubber is great, but the midsole and probably also lack of a rocker shape that helps promote you to get up on your toes. The midsole just feels flat. In fact, after about 50 miles, I felt like the midsole was fairly flat. And even now, running in the shoe, I just feel like it's not really returning much. It's not giving me much. It's there, and it's protecting my foot, and I'm glad to have it, but it's just kind of, well, lackluster. I guess what I'm trying to say is it's a good shoe for those daily miles, especially if you're looking for a zero drop foot shaped shoe. I am absolutely going to continue running in it, but it's only going to be those daily easy miles. And I also found that I enjoy running in this shoe on the treadmill, possibly because the treadmill has a little more give, mitigating the flat feeling of this midsole. So I'm gonna give performance a 5.5, maybe 6 out of 10. So what about value? Well, at $140,
The Torin 6 actually has an MSRP of $150, but all thoughts that I share are still valid.
MSRP, US MSRP, that's maybe on the upper end. I know that's what shoes are going for, but I think for less money, you could probably find a slightly more inspiring daily trainer. Now, if this shoe is on sale, say for example, $120, $110, $100, yeah, that'd probably bump the value up closer to maybe an 8 out of 10. I feel like you're getting okay value for your money because the build quality is there, the comfort overall is there, but considering that the midsole goes flat, leaves a little bit to be desired, I feel like there could be some improvements made for your hard-earned $140. I also should mention all of these thoughts that I just shared are my own. I'm not influenced or paid to say anything. Altra hasn't seen this video beforehand. They did send me the shoe for the purpose of review, and I'm really grateful for them for doing that. Thank you, Altra. So final thoughts on the Torin 6. It's a lackluster shoe, but still really good. Would I recommend it? I recommend that you try it, especially if you're looking for a zero drop foot shaped shoe. So that's my full performance review after 185 miles in the Altra Torin 6. Let me know down in the comments what your thoughts are if you've run or have tried the Torin 6. And again, let me know your honest opinion of Altra shoes. Ole, 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 ole. Ryan Van Duzer, shout out to you. Woo! Alrighty, almost to mile 20, almost to the house. I can almost see the house right back there. So I appreciate you joining me today. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so, and consider joining the channel membership. There's a link down in the description, or you can click that join button below this video. I would really, really appreciate it. Click the link, check it out. Hey, and check out last week's video where I talk about the benefits of the long run. I also eat some gels, eat a pickle, and eat a taco. Check it out, link in the description. Once again, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I will see you on the next video. Remember to be consistent, express gratitude, and enjoy every mile as I am today. I will see you on the next video. Bye now.